All right, guys. I hope I'm being clearly visible and audible to you all. I don't know about the visibility, but do manage, guys. And welcome back to my channel. This is the day 51 of recording daily scheduled 75 days videos, right? And today we will talk about international relation, specifically about USA and India in domain of finance and the tariff, right? That is the very hot potato right now, right? We'll take a glance on US tariff and what will be the India and US trade deal. All right. Following this month, February, right? We cannot see as of now much trade deal between USA and India, but in upcoming month, that is March, right, there is one US trade deal that is being expected. So let us look more into that US trade deal and what is the expected outcome of the deal, ठीक है? So if you've been watching all of my videos, I really appreciate your attention span, right? You're doing great if you've been into this kind of boring lectures and all. Although this is, extremely bored, right? This is extremely boredom, right? But all these things will pay off one day, right? You listening to me and gathering a few sort of information, right? Which might be useful in your future, right? And all of these things will be worth it, right? So let us just quickly dive into our today's video. So let us understand, guys, what is the current status of the US and India. All right. India and US are working towards a formal trade agreement expected by March 2026, as I've said earlier. Following this month, they will have one formal trade agreement between India and USA by March 2026. All right. And the negotiation are mainly focused on tariff reduction, as the tariff is being a burden for Indian economy, right? And they will majorly in here focus on tariff and market access to to each other, okay? And with India's chief negotiator traveling to Washington soon to finalize the trade deal. All right, so mainly the uh, external ministry and foreign external ministry of foreign affairs will mainly negotiate with USA, right? And he will be shortly traveling to Washington to finalize this trade deal. Now, let us look into the key features of this deal. First is tariff cuts, right? As I've said, tariff is one big factor that is, keeping our economy stagnant. Moreover, we are degrading in economy due to the US tariff, right? And the opposition in India have rightly pinpointed this fact in the Indian parliament, right? So let us look how this tariff will be, or neutralize, or let's see what will be the way forward in March. So US tariffs on Indian goods are being reduced from 25 to 50% down to around just 18%. Much better, right? And with some sectors like textile, silk, and certain agricultural products gaining zero duty access. That's a great information. I hope this deal gets finalized by March 2026, right? And second key feature of this deal is cotton trade. India already imports about, see, I'm not talking about the export. Although India, there are multiple states where we can see a lot of cotton, right? Specifically in South India. But see, we are one largest importers of cotton. And see how much and how, you know, how amount, right, the immeasurable amount which comes to uh 250 million dollars we almost imported from USA. And annually, I'm talking about annually, $250 million. That's not a small amount, right? And this sector is central to the negotiation in this trade deal. All right. And so basically the key feature is also the negotiation regarding cotton, all right, as we are the largest importer of USA in cotton industry. All right. And next key feature of this drill trade deal is agriculture. US farmers gains access to India's growing market for livestock and food products, while Indian exporters of species, teas, I'm so sorry, not cotton. Contrarily, we import a lot of cotton. It's coffee and fruits, and also dry fruits benefits from duty-free entry again to USA. All right, so this works vice versa. And and yeah, last key feature of this trade deal is energy and technology. The framework includes cooperation in energy technology and regulatory standards, laying ground for a broader bilateral trade agreement between USA and India. When I say bilateral, in here it includes two countries, and specifically in this context, we are talking about USA and India. So they will have a bilateral trade agreement, which is also known as BTA. All right, guys, going to be noted. And what are the, let us look from the another lens of geopolitics. What are the strategic context? First is this deal follows USA concerns over India and Russian oil's purchase. All right, with Washington agreeing to lift extra tariffs after India pledged to reduce those imports. Right, and second is for India, this is framed as a part of Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, right, boosting competitiveness of its export in the US market. Great. And last strategic context is for USA, it's about reciprocal trade, right? And as I've said earlier, it's vice versa, right? It is reciprocal trade, opening India's 1.4 billion strong consumer market. Again, after all, it will benefit USA at the end of the day, right? I don't know, yeah, really. And now, time to sum up this video, guys. And in summation, let us see what will be the gains to this both countries, right? For country, first, what will India gain? See, India will have a cheaper access to US market. They will have a stronger textile and agricultural export, as I've said. They will facilitate the trade between each other, right? And the things will work vice versa, right? Cotton and from India will we have a lot of things to offer, right? Tea, coffee, spices, right? All those nuts and all dry fruits, right? And on that note, right, it becomes easy access for both of this country to each other, right? And what will it do as a result? It will protect the very sensitive sectors, right, wherein the agriculture in both of this country will flourish, right? So that's one gain. And second is USA will have, again, an upper hand, right? It will expand its agricultural exports, so will India, right? And it will improve access to machinery and technology, and will have, and again, as a whole, USA will have a strong leverage in the Asia, right? In whole Asia for that matter. All right, guys, I think that's enough for the day. Okay, it's almost 9 minutes. So, guys, may God bless all of you and all your efforts. If you've been watching till the end, thank you so much for watching. May God bless all of you and all your efforts. Jai Hind, and thank you very much.